Testing. Oh, there it is. All right, so today I'm kind of seeing a couple of things move on the scans. SLXN is one that was moving yesterday. It actually kind of tore some people up yesterday. Looking back at the charts, came up in the early morning, crashed out. Came up in the late afternoon, looked like it was going to crash out and started getting going. Now the news on this one, they are doing some preclinical things. Let's go over here to SLXN. So their news from yesterday was Selexon Therapeutics reports strong tumor growth reduction from systemic administration of SIL-204 in preclinical pancreatic cancer models. So they haven't got this into any labs for clinicals or anything like that. But definitely pancreatic tumors. Yeah, pancreatic tumors are like the worst. All right, so right now and this is Wednesday. Wednesday is hump day. Yesterday we had a couple of large. RNAS was a large mover from yesterday. Let's see what it's doing today. RNAS got crazy, and you can see the big wicks on these candles. These are 15-minute candles, and these wicks. So it was jackknifing. I was actually looking at it, and it was jackknifing a whole lot. So at the beginning, came up here to $11, crashed down to $9. Crashed down to $8, jumped back up to almost or over $11. Pushed up some more to 14, crashed back down to 10. And I thought it was kind of over with here. But then this happened. So this was a fight from 10 all the way up here to 15. I mean, it was just switchblading. I was like, yeah, I don't know if I can guesstimate all of this because this is hard to read. Um, it's just going up, giving back, going up, giving back. Especially when it broke out of this high level of the 1438 a couple of times. Came up here 1438, it was above it, slammed all the way back down to 12. Came back up, slammed down. Came back up, slammed down. So it was crazy for sure. Let's look at what the NQ is doing out here. It is looking green on today. I just took a stab at a SOXS yesterday. Glad I stopped out though. 16 bucks of risk. That was the only trade that I took. I kind of took that trade because I couldn't find anything else that was somewhat predictable. But yeah, I took the trade up in here where it was kind of settling around the $22 level, and I was looking for it to break back upward, but it did not. So I went ahead and stopped out, and I'm glad I did because look at that, all the way back down to 21, and then this morning, boop, right on down. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to keep it tight, keep it necessary. All right, let's jump over here to the scans. My scans not showing. Save. VINC popping up there. It's a low floater. So SLXN and VINC for now. Could be something lower price, but we'll see it on the open. Come up on one of these other scans. Let's see. So let's go look at VINC. All right, so the charting came up here to 335. Let's go look at the news though. Vincerix Pharmaceuticals. Pharma. Said a couple times. Good morning, Peter. All right, so this one says it's highlighting promising data from Okori's TROP2 antibody drug conjugate. Ugh. All right, so let's see. Ahmed, what does this drug do? This is another cancer drug. So one of the themes that we've been seeing is Chinese stocks. We've been seeing a couple of Israeli stocks, and we've been seeing a couple of cancer stocks. Arnaz did not have any catalyst, and this was confusing because it was things with catalyst, but Arnaz was just going crazy. Literally, I think it was pretty easy to blow an account on Arnaz yesterday. Okay, for patient solid tumors, 1A, 1B clinical trial with solids. So they have done some clinical trials. Phase 3 in patients with locally advanced or metastatic HR. Breast cancer. Okay, here's a breast cancer. There's a keyword. Let me go ahead and write these down. So VINC. It's one that I'll be watching. Okay, so we got regular cancer as a keyword. We got breast cancer. Okay, I met and we have done clinical trials with solid tumors. Oh, wait a minute. Breakthrough designation for China's national medical products. Is this a Chinese company? Okay, Palo Alto, California. Okay. Right. So what were they talking about on China then? A phase 3 study as the first line treatment in patients with unresectable, recurrent, or metastatic triple negative breast cancer, which garnered breakthrough designation from China's National Medical Products Administration on November 6, 2024. Okay, so it's not a Chinese stock. As of August 2024, the phase 1B study had enrolled approximately 150 patients. So I'm not really seeing any we're seeing a lot of clinical trials and things like that, but not seeing any more investment, but it's whatever. It's not a Chinese stock. We got the keywords. Let's go look at the float and all of the statistics. So it's a California-based company. (2019). All right, statistics. Float looking like 26.77 million over here. That may be a little off. Let's go copy this. Okay, so let's go look at the other sources. VINC. Yep, things have been rumbling since the inauguration. Been rumbling around. People, tariffs being thrown around and all kinds of crazy stuff. Not really super crazy, but like it's like okay, all right, this is getting them moving. Okay, so this one says 1.85 million at Market Watch. So let's check FinViz. VIC. Same over, or the float over here is 150 at FinViz. 1.50. And it says the insiders are way heavier than what the other one was indicating. It's 17% insiders. Let's go to BAM, VINC. Does have a shelf registration from or this month actually. 5 days ago. Okay. Let me throw that piece of knowledge in there. Shelf registration. 4/25. Okay. All right, so we'll see if anything else pops up. Really try to stick above where things can move with range of at least 20 cents per movement, like an easy 20 cents. And I found that some of the cheaper ones just do not move that much. All right, we got about 15 minutes to the bell. SLXN showing some more wicks. Showed wicks all pre-market, so we'll see what what happens with that on the open. Got up to a high of 239. This should be a two. Oh boy, where's my? Oh, you guys been having a good week. Um, I picked up a couple other things as far as dividends. Or no, I didn't pick up new things. I just added to some positions. Um, and that's about it. Just getting those payments. I have some monthly, some quarterly, but getting the payments. We talk a lot more about dividends in okay, so SLXN, is it going to be coming back up? I wish it would kind of take a break because it's not really extended. It didn't make one big move up. It made a move up, walked, move up, walked. So I'm wondering what the sentiment is. Is it going to just go be kind of like flat where people are deciding, or is it going to want to break over this 239? The top of these body counts is 225 there. be a $quarter level, and all the way up to 239. So we'll see how it challenges this level up here. And then to the bottom side, what is this, 209, or actually just two flat, $2 flats. It's got on this side. So we'll see if it can continue to hold over the two. Still up 59% with 68 million shares traded on it. The float is looking like somewhere between 1.50 and 26 million. But more sources cited that it was towards the 1 million side. So we'll see. As the keywords, it's a California company. They're working on breast cancer, tumors, all of that kind of stuff. And actually, let me go and get the actual news there. So this one, how is this going to be eye-catching? Viserix Pharma Inc. highlight promising data. Is that going to be a turn on or turn off for people to come in day trade it? I don't know. We'll see. People like words like promise, right? But these are the notes that I'm looking at. I haven't found anything I'm like, man, I'm just not trading that. Font size style. Got a low of this pre-market trading of 164 down here. Kind of coming back towards the whole 210 level. Question is, will it dip and try to walk higher like it's done these other times? Picking up some momentum towards that $2 level. Ten minutes left until the open. So more indecision coming into the open. Touched $2, came real close to it, came getting even closer to it. So will it tap this and try to hold it, or what? And where would the risk level be, right? Popping back up to 210s. Point of control is 215 up here, where the majority of trades have happened. 8 minutes to the bell. Testing that 215 level right there, 216s. But will it become a wall or a support? Frito says NVNI. Let's go look at that. NVNI. Now I know we've seen this one before. It's been one of those moves. Wasn't this? Hold up. Let me go. There was some reason I didn't trade this. Let's see. NVNI. Was this Israeli drone? Was that Israeli drone company or something? Let me see. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. Okay, limited business SSA. This is a Brazilian company. Okay, company was incorporated in 2019. Does not have any float or anything out here on Yahoo. Let me see what it has out here though. NVNI. Float is sitting at around 10 something million. Let's see if it had any kind of, I believe it had something. Press releases. Okay, 6 days ago. Oh, it regained compliance with the NASDAQ minimum bid price. Okay, okay. You know, we'll just have to see what that one wants to do. It has 1 million shares traded right now. Why isn't it? Mark. Why isn't it showing? So 13% right now. I mean, I don't know. This one is one of those that's kind of in limbo because the news isn't great. The last news is just trying to regain compliance and stay trading on NASDAQ. Um, as far as other press releases, like what have they done? Let's see. Announced a successful financing round and appointment of new chief operating officer. That's it. Like I'm just looking through their press releases, and the press releases come from the company themselves. So if they want to brag on themselves, they'll do it in the press releases. The regular news can be kind of iffy because it can come from anywhere, but I don't know. We'll see how it wants to act. It is up right now and gaining a little bit of volume. I'm not completely against it, you know. Hey, show me what you got going. If there's opportunity, because a couple of these that we've seen over the past couple of days have been Chinese stocks or no catalyst stocks. They have been absolutely going crazy. This one's up $6 and something. It has an ATR of $1.17. So it definitely has some range to move if it wants to. But will the weak recent catalyst be its downfall, or will it just act sporadically and just go? It's been up in this area a couple of times around this 6th level. You can see here, what was this? On the 24th, tested this level, 25th, jumped up here, came back down, another time here, and another time here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests in this area. So depending on how you play, what your strategy is, You know, are you looking for a multi-test breakout, or do you see this as a wall, or how do you see this? It's tested this level multiple times around this $6. How do you see it? Let me go and look at. So let's see the party get started. So now we have about a couple minutes to the bell. We'll see how it acts. It's at 16% right now. Not the biggest mover. I know there's some cheaper things moving that are probably up a little bit more. But will people concentrate on this one? We're about to see the RVOL calculator as well on the open. See what their relative volume is looking like. It's coming up on 2 million shares traded. 30 seconds left until the open, and I'll let you guys know what this RVOL is calculating to. Jump over here. XLXN coming back. So it came back to this 215. It's above it now with 10 seconds to go on XLXN. But it is showing us quite a bit of wicks. This may be one you have to play and buy a dip, buy a quick wick down. So the market just opened. ATR up here at 233. Still trying to hold above this $2 level. Needs to get through the 225s if it's going to be making any moves up. And now coming back to that 215 level that we saw was the point of control. We'll see how it plays around there. Let's go over to NVNI. ATR high up here was 632. It looks like it's pressing its way up. It has a relative volume of 0.27, so not a super high relative volume. People are going to have to come over here. Has 2 million shares traded. Okay, showing some wicks trying to get through these highs. Bottom of this candle is $6. So question is, can it hold up 6, which it had previously tested multiple times in here? There's a little bit of slammage right off of the ATR highs. So will it get back over this 633 or will it hold down? Over here on SLXN, coming up here to the ATR highs as well. Getting up here to 235. Bumping his head there a little bit. Okay, not quite getting through that ATR high, bumping his head there, coming down. So 234 is current ATR high. Let's go to back over to NVNI. You said you think it could touch 12. Oh my, 12. Wait, let me look. Got to come over here to the daily chart to see what you're looking at. So let's jump over here to the daily chart on NVNI. You said you think it could touch 12. And when did it last do this? In December. I don't know. I think it had catalyst back in. Well, maybe it didn't, though. Maybe it just went. But it is creating a lower high out here. It hit this point up here at the 682s a couple of times. So I don't know. I just need some, if I'm going to be, especially if I'm going to be swinging it or something like that, I need some kind of, you know, news or some reason to be holding it for it to go up to 12. But NVNI right now, um, coming off, was not able to get through the ATR highs. SLXN making its way back up here to the 235 slowly, but you know, like we had put out these levels here. It's wants to hold up the $2 and needs to hold up this 234 up here. MVNI back to 14% now. Just sitting on the $6 level. Big wicks both ways. 4 million shares traded. Relative volume has not reached 1 yet. It's 0.45. More people have to get interested over here for it to make a move. And XL, XN coming back to that point of control at 215 again. Needs to start using this as a bottom instead of coming back to it like this. See, when I was using the 1 minute, the 1 minute says this thing is over ATR. ATR is like super close. And what happens is it runs into that 15-minute ATR and almost jackknifes down. So I'm like, man, more respect is going on the 15. When I was watching, I was like, man, I'm getting my ankles tore up on this 1 minute. It's saying, yeah, go. And then all of a sudden, whap, punched in the mouth. All right, let's jump back over here again. So we're making our way back up here to ATR highs on NVNI around this 636 level. It looks okay though, for real. The NQ is coming down. Let me check the beta on this one. The beta for this is so this one goes up when the NQ is going up. The NQ is currently coming down. And this is what we're looking like. The NQ coming on down. Now, I don't know how strongly it actually follows the NQ, but it's definitely broke the ATR high and heading downward right now. But yeah, relative volume still relatively low on NVNI. SLXN broke down that 215 level, that point of control, pushing down towards this $2 level. So failed the ATR high break, which I like to trade above the ATR high. So yeah, that isn't great. All right, NVNI making its way up here, made it through the ATR high. Could be a playable stock today though. It keeps on doing what it's doing. I like it. No catalyst, no problem. But this is the first 15 minutes, so it's looking like it wants to go a little higher. 686. So this move is about 50%, or not 50%, 50 cents from the high of 638 up here to the 80s. Will it break into the 90s and go towards 7? It's got 6 million shares traded with almost 1 times its regular volume or relative volume. Not there yet. I usually look for 5 times regular volume or higher. And I kind of start looking around 2. So we'll see what a pullback looks like on this one. And if they want to, wow, going up to almost 7. Up 32% now. Looking real good. Well, you said it could go to 12. Let's see if your estimation is right. Touching 7 right now. Just needs to hold over this 640. That's pretty much it. Oh no, TOS glitching, bro. It's not moving. Okay, it finally moved. Okay, there we go. So 722. I can't. Sometimes using TOS. Sometimes that's why it's like at the open having a pause like that and just seeing the numbers over here on the level 2 move, but not the chart can sometimes take your breath away if you're in that trade. You're like, oh man, no, not now. But eventually it pans out. Okay, so we're halted up 730. Oh, that was not a halt. False halt. 745. So we got a high up here, 745. Needs to hold over the 642s. Almost to 10 million shares traded, up 35%. Okay. A little bit of a pullback. Relative volume almost 1 times its normal relative volume. Just hitting 10 million shares traded. Still has that 642 as a high. Trying to hold up that 7. SLXN, yeah, just on the struggle bus right now. So NVNI is pretty much the only other thing that has reached a respectable amount of volume. Coming back under the 7s. Will we see 675 here? Okay, 680, 684. Just kind of playing around. Let's see what else we got. NVNI, so Excel. Boom, boom. Market change. All right, so it is 1 times its normal volume, getting to 11 million shares traded. It's holding around that 7. Needs to hold up this 642 though. Will we see 680s again? Keeps trying to get that way. Okay, more buyers coming in around 7. They keep pushing it up there. I'm seeing hidden values though on the chart over here, like zeros come through. I'm wondering, are those seller? Oh, okay, there's 670. So now we're coming back towards the ATR high of 642. I want to see what a pullback looks like it on that one. I am about to have to get and go to a meeting here. Actually, it's already started. I'm gonna continue watching NVNI. Right now the ATR is at 642, and I kind of update in the chat where the ATR is moving and things like that, and see if it's still holding up. And if it does a good little dip down here and gives some buyers a chance to get in, cool. But right now the relative volume is a little bit too low. It's at 31% up, which is not a bad percentage to have moved. It has 12 million shares traded, so it's definitely, I like the volume and the liquidity, but it's got to get more attention. SLXN going on down, and MBNI is our secondary leading mover. Coming on back down to 680s. It's about to close this candle up. $675s. It has room to the 570. The point of control is down here at 610. So has room down there. Has not shown us a true pullback as of yet. Okay, so there's the open. Are we going to get any kind of pullback here? ATR at 640 now. Point of control has just moved up to 641. Something big came in here at 641. Or not 641, 663, where that red line has moved up to. Right there, a lot of trading just came in here. Can it hold up that 640 level? A lot of trading coming in here. All right, well, just watching it. It is holding above the ATR high. Could use this as an out. That'll be a 30-cent drop if it were to drop. But I would love to see it get closer to it, especially with this topping wick and this topping wick. It's kind of like, this much volume coming in, it still hasn't crashed out of 663 yet. Very interesting. Can it push back into the 60s? Oh well, anyway, it's not meeting my criteria. It's gonna have to get a little bit more volume in there for me to try to participate in that. But I'll give it time. I got to jump to this meeting though. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. SLXN still doing this thing down there at the bottom. Donnell says SGN took, let me see what this SGN is. SGN pumping up there. Let's look at this real quick. Signing Day Sports. 46 minutes ago, Signing Day Sports executes stock purchase agreement to acquire. This is an acquisition. Majority of the, or not really, majority of capital stock of Deer Cashmere. Okay, this is an acquisition. I'm okay from acquisitions, man. Acquisitions are, I don't really trust them. But I'll wait to see if NVNI ends up getting what I needed to get on the day. But so far, not there yet. Anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Final look at the scans here. I'm seeing SLXN, DJT, the Trump stock, SOXL, BABA is up, RGTI, and Intel is up, which I hate. I need Intel to fall. Anyway, appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, let's see. I will see you guys in the next one. Let's see what we want to pick. Let's go with there. All right. All right, you guys. Peace out.